Happy Saturday, YouTube. As you can see, it's a super happy Saturday for me for obvious reasons. The Royals have clinched their playoff spot for the first time since 2015, their World Championship year. And gotta love that picture. Bobby Baseball getting a champagne shower. I mean, how can you not love that? So, back in the playoffs. Not the way we wanted to necessarily end down the stretch. It was looking pretty dark there for a while. Um, There was a 7 game losing streak that started back on September 15th. And since that time, 9 of the 11 games they've played since then, they've scored 3 runs or less. And then in 6 of those 11, they scored 1 run or got shut out. So the Royals really need to get the bats going at the start of the postseason. It's looking like we're going to play the Astros. We could still play the Orioles if we win a little bit the next couple games and the Tigers lose, but right now it's looking the most likely that we'll play the Houston Astros in a best of 3 set in Houston. And I have mixed feelings about that. I the Royals. It could be maybe a good omen because in 2015, when they won the World Series, their first playoff opponent was the Houston Astros. So could be a good sign. Um, what I don't like about it is the last time we played them, which wasn't too long ago. I think it was this month or late last, but it was a 4 game set and we got swept. They won all 4 games. 3 of those games they won by I think 3 runs or more, and then so only one of those games was a close 1 run game. But I think in the playoffs you throw all that out the window because anything can happen. I don't think that just because the Royals are cold right now that it doesn't mean they can't pick it up in the playoffs. Just in the same way that the Tigers being the hottest team in baseball, just because they're rolling right now, doesn't mean I think they'll finish on top with a World Series championship. So it's just one of those things. Anything can happen. This is a time of year where team chemistry takes over, and the Royals have a lot of good things going for them, despite their struggles on offense. Our pitching has really carried us this year. Honestly, I think it's the best starting rotation that I've seen uh, my team ever have. I mean, Cole Reagan's doing his thing. Seth Lugo has proven to be a great acquisition. Um, Brady Singer having one of the best years of his career, and Michael Waka, he's been a great acquisition as well. So um, we don't have the bullpen that we had. I mean, we got some decent arms in the bullpen. We got some good arms, but it's not the three-headed monster that they used to call it back in 2015, where we had Greg Holland, Kelvin Herrera, and Wade Davis shutting teams down for those last 3 innings of the game. But with the good starting rotation that we have, we're at least set up to be in a winning position later in the game, and then you cross that bridge when you come to it. I think the bullpen. I think they had. I mean, they've had struggles at times throughout the year, but I think they'll be up for the challenge and you know hopefully do well. So um, yeah, it hasn't been easy since Vinny Pasquantino got hurt. They acquired Yuli Gurriel, who was in the uh, Braves minor league system, and he's done okay filling in. But he's 40 years old, and uh, I don't think he's the player that he was 3 years ago. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and share my excitement about my team's upcoming playoff run. I think they definitely have a shot. You know, like I said, they'll be huge underdogs, but um, anything can happen. And you know, Salvador Perez, I mean, he's been here, done that. So um, it's just, yeah, I'm excited, and I'll definitely get back on here um, in the next couple days to talk some odds and stuff. Hopefully, we find some good value and bets. And yeah, Tuesday, October 1st. That's the day the playoffs start, and I think regardless of whatever happens, I've got to call our season a success. If you told me 6 months ago that the Royals would be in the playoffs, I'd call you crazy. So um, excited to see what they can do, and even if they lose this, quick 2 out of 3 set, then um, it's at least for the next several days, there'll be excitement up until then. And a couple games left in the regular season. They'll be jockeying for position still, and they're playing the Braves team that is fighting for their playoff chance. But hopefully they can use these next 2 games as a nice tune-up and just be ready to roll on Tuesday. Um, or I mean, assuming they get scheduled on the first day of the playoffs, I'm not sure how it's going to go yet. But you guys have a great weekend, and please consider liking and subscribing if you see this and like what you heard or anything. But have a great weekend, and go Royals.